We live in a world where the pursuit of perfection often dominates our thoughts and actions. From the flawless images we see on social media to the pressure to excel in our careers, the desire for perfection can become an all-consuming chase. This relentless quest sometimes blinds us to the beauty found in the ordinary, imperfect, and transient aspects of life. It's in these overlooked details that the Japanese philosophy of Wabi Sabi finds its essence. Wabi Sabi is a philosophy that has guided many in finding beauty in the unrefined and imperfect. It's a path that leads to appreciating the simple and the ordinary, teaching us to see the charm in what we often disregard. In this video, we'll explore the philosophy of Wabi Sabi and how it can offer us a fresh outlook on life. Wabi Sabi celebrates the beauty found in imperfection, asymmetry, and the natural progression of life. It diverges from Western ideals that often chase perfection, instead valuing and accepting the flawed, the aged, and the simple. The word wabi signifies the beauty derived from simplicity and life's natural rhythm, urging us to cherish the humble and often unnoticed details around us. While the word sabi means the beauty in things that are old or worn out, such as the charm in weathered or tarnished objects. Together, Wabi Sabi promises to appreciate the beauty in everyday imperfections. This philosophy gained prominence in Japan during the 15th century, particularly within the Japanese tea ceremony. This ritual mirrors Wabi Sabi principles. From the rustic simplicity of the utensils to the minimalistic tea room decor, everything reflects a mindful appreciation of the present. Beyond the tea ceremony, Wabi Sabi has influenced various facets of Japanese art and culture, from pottery and architecture to gardening. It's more than just an aesthetic. It's a lens through which the Japanese perceive beauty and engage with their surroundings. Central to Wabi Sabi is its deep bond with nature. It finds beauty in the ever-changing natural world, whether it's the weathered surface of a stone, an asymmetrical tree, or the muted hues of autumn leaves. This perspective urges us to move beyond conventional standards of beauty and relish the inherent elegance of nature. For instance, a Wabi Sabi garden wouldn't showcase manicured lawns or precise layouts. Instead, it would feature the natural landscapes, uneven trails, and perhaps an aged statue, evolving and changing, mirroring nature's rhythm. Contrasting sharply with Western beauty standards that prioritize flawlessness, Wabi Sabi offers a refreshing perspective. While the West often seeks the perfect in everything, Wabi Sabi invites us to see grace in the ordinary and flawed. It's a call to flow with life's natural course, valuing the beauty and imperfections and understanding that they bring richness and depth. The Dewa-sanzan is a lesser-known group of mountains in northern Japan. For centuries, these mountains have held great significance for the Yamabushi monks who visit them on sacred pilgrimages every year. The monks engage in rituals aiming to find renewal and enlightenment for their mind, body, and soul. Their essence of their training revolves around the simple yet powerful word, uketamo, which translates to, I humbly accept with an open heart. Uketamo is closely tied with Wabi Sabi because it promotes acceptance to the core. And acceptance is what gives us freedom while helping us grow. Accepting both the positive and negative aspects of life leads to a sense of lightness and freedom. True freedom, however, is achieved when we alleviate our suffering. It's through embracing and learning from our struggles that we truly grow. This notion is also in line with the Wabi Sabi's understanding of perfection and impermanence. Wabi Sabi argues that perfection lies in imperfection, because even the minor flaws of an object or person actually increase their value. That's why this philosophy implores us to strive for human excellence rather than tangible beauty. When we strive for perfection, the tiniest mishap can disappoint us. Therefore, striving for perfection can quickly become exhausting. However, when we strive for excellence, we do our best and believe that to be enough. As such, excellence is the substitute of perfection in Wabi Sabi, and it's a healthier approach to self-improvement. Another way of improving per the teachings of Wabi Sabi is to find beauty in brokenness and imperfection. This notion aligns perfectly with kintsugi, the ancient art of piecing broken objects and filling their cracks with gold. Kintsugi is a reminder that broken things can be beautiful, that with breaking comes a certain resilience and fortitude. We can apply a similar concept to our lives by seeking beauty in both weathered items and our own scars, because no mark is earned without a story, and these stories shape who we are. Much like Wabi Sabi's appreciation for the imperfect and transient, Taoism teaches acceptance of the world as it is without striving for perfection or forcefully altering its course. Lao Tzu, the foundational figure of Taoism, once said, "Be content with what you have, rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you." This quote beautifully encapsulates the essence of both philosophies, finding contentment in the present moment, embracing imperfections, and recognizing the inherent beauty in the natural unfolding of life. When we slow down, we can notice our surroundings better and start to enjoy the moment. As we begin to notice things that we might have otherwise missed, we can better appreciate the beauty of everyday life. This is exactly what the teachings of Wabi Sabi promote. Slow living involves embracing a lifestyle that values a mindful and calm mindset. This involves acknowledging your most important principles and structuring your time in a well-balanced way to match them. Adopting such a lifestyle is important in Wabi Sabi because through slow living, we can start focusing on our primary goals, or in other words, take back our time. Taking back our time involves eliminating activities that don't align with our interests, such as excessive social media use, binge-watching shows, or learning to decline certain obligations. This shift can create a sense of having extra time, allowing us to dedicate more hours to more meaningful pursuits like hobbies, loved ones, or self-discovery. This concept of slow living enables us to introduce more purpose into our lives. This intentionality aids in discovering more significance and joy in our daily tasks, reminding us of the reasons behind our actions. Rather than going through the motions without appreciation, slow living encourages us to savor the small moments. Wabi Sabi is a philosophy that views every individual and object as a work in progress, continually evolving and changing. But this perspective isn't limited to just tangible things. It also extends to our relationships as well. In both romantic and platonic relationships, adopting a Wabi Sabi mindset means recognizing that everyone is evolving and growing. We all have our flaws, our quirks, and our unique journeys. By understanding this, we can approach each relationship with a sense of patience and acceptance, embracing each other's imperfections, vulnerabilities, and the reality of our mortality. Life is a series of lessons, and through each experience, whether joyful or painful, we grow and evolve. These experiences shape us, teaching us more about ourselves and the world around us. However, true acceptance starts from within. Before we can genuinely offer kindness and understanding to others, we must first tap into our own mental and emotional well-being. It is essential to cultivate self-awareness and self-love, recognizing our own imperfections and embracing them first. By doing so, we not only learn to appreciate the unique traits and characteristics in ourselves, but also in those around us. Recognizing that we are all on a path and that we are constantly changing allow us to extend a level of forgiveness and compassion that every living being deserves. Many have argued that our imperfections are what make us human. They give us character, depth, and individuality. And these very imperfections make us more endearing and lovable to those who truly see us. To find and appreciate this love in others, we must first acknowledge our own worth. Recognizing that we deserve love, kindness, and second chances is the foundation upon which we can build understanding and forgiveness towards others.